heart children, today we went back to tell us about peace. On this inner feeling that all is well, that the creation is done in perfection, where there is only gratitude. This is the feeling of those who remain in peace in their sacred center, where everything is apparently chaos. You are in a time of evolution of consciousness where the truth hitherto hidden, comes up because the evolution of consciousness is to allow modification of all scenarios. In this evolution, old ways of being change, transmute to give better and new ways of manifestation of reality. This occurs naturally in the current scenario, and is the result of the changes that your world is going, because the combination of external forces that so programmed. The benevolent energies invade your world because you expanded consciousness. An energy cycle of increased energy and expansion of consciousness, on egregore light was formed. This vortex expansion modifies all understood as normal as acceptable, and old behaviors are transmuted into more enlightened ways of reacting. This movement generates a great deal of discomfort because they move to the future. There is a feeling of total disarray and, if not kept inner peace, center in the heart, this movement inevitably lead them to fear the uncertain. You see, beloved, which repeatedly came to speak to them. The only place to experience it now, because it will always be all right. In it there is no fear of the future, the uncertain, because the here and now reality is palpable and the sensations are driving the best decisions ever. This is now your peace, your center, your lighting. I tell you, my children, nothing to imagine the future will be realized, because they are a reality in expansion, where everything changes. The only place they will have their security, that they will live their peace in three-dimensional reality, it is in now. Here you can be, keeping the peace of your heart. You experience a strong confluence where the light seeps in denser recondite to purify them. This darkness then is released to the outside, and your reality, you only see the released dirt, but should be aware that this darkness is highlighted because it was replaced by light. Darkness is evident that more enlightened processes might to replace it. I tell you with all our hearts that true mastery is to look at this reality in peace, aware of the process they are experiencing. They who read these texts are privileged because they are aware of what goes on in your world. You accompany the changes with a different view, because 4 years are being warned they would. But remember the maxim of Christ, to whom much is given, much is required. That is, you are the ones that came with the mission to remain in peace in these times, to radiate their light in the chaos. You were the brave teachers who accepted the challenge to wear a physical garb in a time of transition of planetary experience and to drive this process from the light that anchored this reality. You see, beloved, the responsibility assumed? You develop it brilliantly, but it will continue to be required of you. To remain at peace just that they turn to now, that which is present around you, you will be sure that peace will be in his heart. I am the Master Marian and I come today to give them a call of love, a request to observe, to police themselves, to keep this your inner call, because you are awake, those who know what is happening and which therefore increased wakefulness is required. Be at peace, my brother's heart, that will allow we are always at your side. Master Marian.